Hello everyone. Today our discussion will be on the Abbasid Caliphate, who ruled from 750 to 1258. We will focus on the culture, gender, and society during the Abbasid period. The Abbasid Caliphate, the society. So here we discuss the local social gatherings during the Abbasid period. City dwellers of diverse social backgrounds relaxed in different settings such as mosques, marketplaces, in the baths like their Roman predecessors, private homes, garden, country estates were other places of gathering. Refreshments like mint tea, cardamom scented coffee, and other Middle Eastern drinks were also served in a social gathering. Hookah or shisha was popular too. In the Abbasid period, people drank fruit juices, sugar water scented with rose. Many cities had wine shops run by non Muslims. In this image, we can see different designed hookah. I took this picture in Michigan when I went for my research work in Hamtramck, Michigan. In Hamtramck, there are many Bangladeshi people and also the Yemenis. So it has a good number of Arab population, and so the hookah store shows the presence of the Arab population in Hamtramck, Michigan. Muslim women's status during the Abbasid period. The Abbasids recorded that during Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during his time and the Caliphate Rashidun time, women emerged as powerful figures. Prophet Muhammad's first wife, Bibi Khadija, was a wealthy woman. Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anhu led the political opposition against Caliph Ali radiallahu anhu. Prophet Muhammad's daughter and Hazrat Ali's wife, Bibi Fatima radiallahu anhu, nursed the wounded in the Battle of Uhud. During the Battle of Trench, Bibi Fatima prepared food for the Muslim community. Bibi Fatima's daughter Zainab confronted Caliph Yazid, the second caliph of the Umayyad dynasty, who was responsible for the death of her brother Hussein. Muslim women's veiling has sometimes generated controversy in the Western society. There are many views on Muslim women's veiling or hijab within the Muslim community. Some say it is religious, it is written in the Quran, while others say that Islam has emphasized on modesty. Some Muslim women say that they wear the hijab as a mark of respect to Prophet Muhammad's wives. Therefore, it is sunnah. Some observe that veiling is cultural. It did not originate as an Islamic tradition. Muslims adopted that practice from the existing Jewish, Christian, and Zoroastrian practices. While in the contemporary period, some women say that it is a matter of one's choice. Others may hold that it is a marker of one's Islamic identity. Research has found that in the Abbasid period, between the 8th and the 12th centuries, there were evidence of female veiling and seclusion. Veiling was a signifier for noble women and as mark of respect for the women. Veiling was also associated with marriage and respectability. Unveiled women usually belonged to the slave class. Slavery and women. As in Roman and Greek society, slavery was common in the Umayyad and Abbasid Empire. Female slaves worked as domestic servants or concubines for men of the house. Concubines usually came to the Muslim lands as war captives, as tribute payment from conquered people, or as slaves. Some Abbasids married women from the Abbasid clans and from other elite Arab families, but some caliphs from the 9th century onwards were sons of concubines of Byzantine, Turkish, or Armenian backgrounds. Some women during the Abbasid period held enormous wealth and status because Islamic laws allowed them to inherit and own assets. They paid armies and also managed good governance. For example, they influenced men to follow their direction and command. Most Abbasid princes had their own independent households in Baghdad. The Abbasid women took initiative to build mosques. Similar societal structure prevailed in the earlier Umayyad period. For example, the wives and concubines established mosques in Cordoba. Aristocratic men. There are tales of how the aristocratic men gate-crashed the parties and met women in unorthodox ways. These stories discussed men from the Umayyad and Abbasid periods. However, such tales had been controversial. For example, how Caliph al-Ma'mun met his future beautiful wife Bawran during his one night in Baghdad. He stumbled in a large basket and how it carried him to Buran. He fell in love with Buran and later married her. But the Tunisian Arab historian such as Ibn Khaldun dismissed this particular story. The folk tales or the fairy tales in the 1001 Nights is a collection of Middle Eastern stories written in Arabic language. It contained stories of men, women's beauty, and stories of seduction. Its English name is Arabian Nights. Ibn Sina, the great scientist of the medieval period, who also belonged to the Abbasid period, had left a great contribution in the field of medical science. In the Canon of Medicine, published in 1025, Ibn Sina proclaimed that a 40-day period of quarantine was essential to weaken the spread of contagious infections. In today's world, the global community is facing the threat of the pandemic COVID-19, or known as the coronavirus. And for the pandemic, people are asked to stay in lockdown so that it does not spread. So Ibn Sina's proclamation and his alert that a period of 40-day quarantine is essential to weaken the spread of contagious infections is still valid today. What he proclaimed in the medieval period, it is very much relevant in the modern period. Thank you.